Hi everybody, Sarah Eggleston here. Today I'm going to show you something called the picture-in-picture effect. It's kind of a riff on the halo effect that we worked on, but I discovered it and I used it in my Disney video and I thought it was really helpful and I liked it, so I thought I'd demo it for you. But first I wanted to tell you about this website. This website is called Adobe in a Minute. Dr. A, you're fabulous, but I learned a lot from this guy as well. What I like about him is his videos are short, they are 1, 2, 3 minutes, but he's also very clear. And he goes slowly, he doesn't overcomplicate a lot of things. And I just found his explanations really, really helpful. So if you're looking for an extra source, I think this guy is really good. So if I go into, I have a new project set up and a sequence where I have this Walt Disney animation in the background, but what I'd like to do is add some picture-in-picture to this lower area down here in the bottom. It can be images, it can be video, it can be anything you want. I'm actually going to choose some videos, and I am just going to drag a video on here. This happens to be Mickey, Donald, and Goofy's The Three Musketeers. This is a movie my husband worked on as a background artist. I had them hanging in my living room for quite a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little circle effect. And what you do is you go up into your effects panel here, and you click on circle. And you can see the circle effect. You're just going to drag it right over. And you can kind of see where the circle has started. So what you're going to come down here and do is you're going to come into your circle effect over here. And you're going to come into blending mode and you're going to change it from none to stencil alpha. And so now you can see you've started to see your video. So now what you're going to do is you're really just going to start playing with some of the options you have here. I'm going to change the radius a little bit. I'm going to make it just a tad bigger. Right now that's in the middle, but I think that's okay. I might go up and change the center a little bit. I'm going to leave the center where it is, I think. But what I really want to do is I want to change the position. So I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to change the position to, let's say, I'm going to put it down here in the corner. So I'll change it to 1600. And this I'll make like 850. I'll kind of, oh, no, I don't want that as 850. Let's say 800. Yeah, there you go. So that's the size I want. And that's where I want it. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. I know there's a way to move it around with your mouse. I kind of haven't figured that out yet. So I really like to use these motion positions. And so that's good. So you can leave it like that. If you just played it, it should play. Oh, there goes the movie, right? And you can see there are Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, right? But I'm going to drag it back to the beginning, and what I'm actually going to add is a stroke around it. So I'm going to go back up here to my effects panel, and I'm going to look for something called Paint Bucket. Whoops, Paint Bucket right here. And I'm just going to click and drag that onto that. I know it looks kind of funny. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to my paint bucket. I am going to change the fill selector to alpha channel. And I'm going to change the stroke to stroke. Now you see it gives it a nice stroke. I can change the color to anything I want. Let's give it a nice, I don't know, blue. We'll give it a nice, like, blue stroke. And I can make the stroke width bigger if I want, say like 5 maybe. And there we go. So now I've got this really nice picture-in-picture. I can also add another one if I wanted and do the same thing. I would just go back up. I would look for circle, right? Put a circle effect over it, right? And then come down to my circle, right? Change my blending mode to stencil alpha, boom, and there it is, right? And so I could just go through the whole same process again. But it's really easy. I've seen a variety of ways to do it, and I like this way the best. It's the easiest. So thanks, and hope you learned something new.